Today I'll be talking about dating apps. Maybe you're already using them or you are considering to get started. I'll share some tips and hints that can really help you to improve your chances of meeting really nice people in this kind of platforms. Hi, I'm Juliana. If you are into self-development, especially on the topics of mind, body, and soul, then for sure this channel is for you. I really appreciate if you subscribe and activate the notification bell. I've met a lot of people that have the preconceived idea that whoever is using dating apps are just looking for casual fun, and that's not true. These apps are just a tool that can help you to meet people that you normally wouldn't, and as any other tool, it all depends how you're gonna use it. Some people met the love of their lives and others didn't like it at all, but you cannot really have an opinion if you haven't tried it yet. That would be like talking about a food that you haven't eaten. Now, if you're afraid of judgment, keep in mind that judgments, they only reflect the person's limitations. They don't reflect who you are. Plus, if you're a fully grown up and independent person, what you do with your life is your own business. You don't own explanations to anyone else. Now that I got all the misconceptions out of the way, let's go for the hints and tips. If you are afraid to be seen, you have to get over it. If you are willing to use a dating app, it is much better if you are willing to put some very good pictures in there of yourself. I would say you need to put at least 2 pictures showing your full face, including your eyes, and another 2 showing your full body. You might be wondering, why do I have to show the eyes? Well, when you are looking into the profiles, you want to figure out what is the person's state of being. And when you isolate the eyes and look at it, you can clearly see that. Have you ever heard that the eyes are the entrance for the soul? Why at least 4 pictures? To show it is you. A lot of people use fake pictures, so they pick it up 1 or 2 pictures from the internet, from models, and it looks professional. So be aware when you see that, because probably it is not the person. But some pictures about the things that you enjoy doing, like your hobbies, for example, and pay attention on the profiles that you come across and try to figure out the person's lifestyle before you meet them. The more the better. Pictures are a very good way to communicate who you are and your personality, and that will increase your chances of meeting a compatible match. And pay attention to people's pictures as well. It is amazing how dating apps can teach you how to read people with very little information. Now, let's talk about the bio. You have a very short space to be very honest and straightforward about what you're looking for. So you better use this tool wisely. Don't leave it empty, don't use a quote instead, and avoid writing the things that you don't want, because you're gonna come across as a very negative person. And do your best not to look like you are desperate for a relationship. Usually people don't like that because it gives them the impression that you're gonna trap them as soon as you meet. I spoke about this desperation for a relationship on my red flag video. It is by the end of it. So have a look there so you can understand better why it can be alarming. If you cannot think about a good bio, just write something like, I'm here to meet new people. If there is a good connection, I might even delete this app. Or just write what you're looking for. You're gonna figure out very quickly that most people on these apps, they are very honest and straightforward. And don't be shocked if you come across people saying, I'm married, I'm a sugar daddy, we are a couple looking for a third person, or even people saying that they don't want anything romantic, they're just looking for friends. As I've mentioned in the beginning of the video, it is a tool and people will make a different use of it. So just skip the profiles that are not compatible and look for the ones that are looking for the same things that you are. So you finish your profile and now you start to have matches, and please, the same tips and hints that I gave you to have a good profile, use them to read people. You really want to select the interesting ones. And now you have to start talking to these people. So if you decide to send the first message, avoid writing only 1 or 2 words, because that doesn't give much room for a proper conversation. If you write something like hi or how are you, what do we expect back other than hi and good? What about you? So you see, it doesn't give much room for a continuation in there. Also, you don't want to put effort and energy writing a whole letter because you don't even know if the person will reply. If you want to get the person's attention, it is better to send an interesting first message. So I would recommend that you pick it up something that you observed in their profile that you really like and make a comment on it. Avoid the job interview kind of conversation. It is super boring and you want to meet someone and date an interesting person. What do I mean by job interview kind of conversation? You know when the chat goes, where do you live? How long are you there? What do you do for a living? What did you study? Come on, you really gotta do better than that. If you want to date an interesting person, you better be and act like one as well. An interesting conversation, it is not about what you do every day in your life. It is about your passions, your hobbies, and the things that makes you unique and special. A good way to figure out this kind of stuff, it is by asking what kind of books do you read, what activities you like to do, what do you do with your spare time and your days off. Then yes, you'll be able to have a nice conversation. The person has passed all of your tests. Nice pictures, nice bio, nice conversation, and now it is time to meet. On the first date, for your own safety, please meet in a public place. It could be a coffee shop, a restaurant, or if you have some common interests, you could do some sort of activity together. Any place that has a good ambient where you can talk to the person, it will work. Just avoid places like cinema and nightclub because you really want to take the opportunity, especially on the first date, to talk and interact as much as you can so you can get to know the person better. Dating is a skill and probably you're gonna go through a lot of trials and errors until you figure out what works for you. Dating apps can be a great fun and you can really meet nice people through them. The good part about going on these dates through these apps, it is because it's going to teach you about yourself, what you like, what you don't, what it works, what it doesn't. And that will give you more clarity to identify when you meet the right person that fits better with you. In Brazil, we say, until you meet the right person, you have fun with the wrong one. So go ahead and keep practicing to improve your dating skills. I have 2 more videos that you might be interested about it. I really hope today's video has helped you somehow. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.